Hello and what is up, my lovelies? Baryonyx Huntress here, coming at you with a little bit of an update video. I wasn't sure if I was gonna wait to do this one. I'll explain why in a few minutes. But I felt like just making a video to update you guys on everything that's been going on, everything that's, happened so far, and things that looking forward to coming up rather soon, actually. So pull up a chair, get yourself some warm hot cocoa, and just relax and chill and listen to me ramble on for a few minutes. So in my last video, I talked about how I came out to my sisters, the organization of that, and how stressful and nerve-wracking it was. And whew, I gotta say, things have been really well lately. They've been so helpful, just, talking to me about things, asking me things, like if I have any questions on, like, makeup and nails and clothes and stuff. It's been really nice. My sister actually, here in a few days, is going to help me dye my hair. We're going with purple. I'll post some pics somewhere on that. But things have been well. I actually made a Facebook post a few months back. This was, like, not too long after that last video had come out. I just made a post on Facebook and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna leave it all on the table. I'm gonna make a post. And I did, and I hit post, and then I put my phone away. I just plugged it in at work and walked away from it. And because I was expecting the worst, I'm not gonna lie, as I've been doing this entire time. I always expect the worst, I know, and I shouldn't, but, you never know when these things, you never know. Sorry, rambling a little bit. But I left it there, and I kept looking over, every few minutes, and I'd see the screen light up, and I'm not gonna lie, my stomach kind of sank a little bit, because I was like, oh no, this is gonna be bad. Again, given the area I live in, Southwest Missouri, you never really know what to expect, right? Well, I gave it some time, and then I decided to look at it and assess the damage, and I had so many notifications. I was like, oh no. Every single comment on there was full of love and support, and it honestly, I don't know how I held back tears. I tried so hard because I was at work. I didn't want to make a scene, And oh my god, it was amazing. So many people, including several I hadn't talked to in years, were reaching out with their support. One of my ex-girlfriends even messaged me and was like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm proud of you. I saw what you said, and I wish I was as strong as you are. And that coming from her, it was unexpected, let's just put it that way. I hadn't talked to her in a long time. The history with her is kind of, let's just say, complicated. But to hear back from her with such support, it was incredible. And I'm pretty sure, she hasn't said directly, but I'm pretty sure that this revelation explained a lot, both in our relationship and after it. I'm sure it explained a lot. One of the things I even joked around with her was I messaged her the other day when we were talking, and I was just like, I've made a very important discovery in my short journey now. Leggings are the comfiest fucking thing ever. And she's like, I fucking told you that like 6 years ago. It's like, yeah, you did, and you are right. I say as I'm wearing a comfy pair of them right now. For fuck's sake, they're so comfortable. And I can like wear them under shorts and stuff, so, I don't have to have the fear of just wearing them just out and about, I can have shorts on over them, and it works perfectly. So all in all, it went much better than expected. I'm sure I lost some friends over that, like Facebook friends, but you know, Facebook friends aren't real friends. Well, scratch that. They can be, but they're not, you know, like you have each other on Facebook. You guys know what I'm talking about. I feel like I'm digging myself into a hole right now that I cannot climb out of. I'm sorry. Also, I got a cat. Her name is Kate, and she is the sweetest thing ever. I'll put a picture of her up in the video right here. See, look at her. She's so cute. She has been an absolute godsend. I'm not gonna lie. She has just helped me with a lot of problems that I'm working on. She's been just absolutely fantastic. I come home and I'm not feeling it. I just lay on the couch and she just hops up and makes herself comfy right on my chest, and it's nice. Get yourself a pet if you can. So I had already come out to a few people that I had worked with before I made that post. And after that, though, pretty much everyone knew at that point, which that was the point of it. Like, I'd come out publicly on YouTube and on Twitter, so I took care of all that, and I'd come out in person to select people at that point. Man, it really has been a while since I've made a video, I'm starting to realize. But that Facebook post was meant to basically be me fully 100% publicly coming out, and it worked. Well, for the most part. There's still some coworkers of mine that either, I guess, I'm not friends with on Facebook and didn't quite get it, or they're still just kind of adjusting to it. But all in all, people at work have been, like, really cool about all this, which has been wonderful, because, you know, I work a lot, so that's usually where I'm at. That's where a lot of my friends are, is at work. So having that sort of support system around has been just, oh, it's been amazing, and everyone's just really sweet about it. They're really nice about it. I can just be myself at work, which is always great. It's great until I start practicing my voice, and then I get on the phone with a customer and they call me sir. Like, I get it, my voice needs a lot of work, like you guys can hear. But I am, like, listening to both this and the video before and then the first one. It's getting better. I just really need to work on, I guess resonance would be the base of it. My resonance is still pretty low. I need it to be higher. But, you know, it's practice. Like, I have so many friends who are years ahead of me on this, and their voices are just beautiful. Like, they're perfect. And mine is, like the rest of me, a work in progress. But mine, like the rest of me, is also just getting started. I've got a long way to go on this, and, you know, I get that. I'm starting to understand that much more and more. Also, to give an unfortunate update on something I talked about in my last video, a very close friend of mine who, not on board, again, for lack of a better saying, with all of this. It doesn't really seem like he's gonna come around, which is unfortunate to say in the least, but what can you do? As a wise man once said, that's just the fucking way she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. With him, it just didn't go, and that's unfortunate, and I hate to see it, but if I'm being honest, it's a friend I don't even see all that often, so it still sucks, don't get me wrong. It still stings, because we've been friends for over 11 years now, but you can't change some people, and it's just a fact of life, you know? There's not really anything I can do about it, but who knows? Maybe he just needs more time. Like, I get that this is a process for me as well as it is for everyone around me as they try to adjust to all this. Like, I get it. So, who knows? Maybe this will have a happy resolution after all, but if it doesn't, it's been a good 11 years, I guess. Guess there's really no other way to say that. So, big news time. Like I said in the beginning, I wasn't sure whether or not to make this video now or wait a couple of weeks, for good reason. So I'll get to the smaller of the big news first, which in itself is still big news. So I have an appointment on the 28th, which at the time of recording this is 8 days. It's the 20th right now. I don't know why I'm putting that in there, but you know what? I love you guys, so you get that. On the 28th, I have an appointment to go speak to someone at the request of my therapist to get started on antidepressants. I have been fighting this as long as I can remember, and nothing has helped. So personally, I'm willing to give antidepressants a shot. I mean, what have I got to lose at this point? Because nothing else I've ever tried has worked for more than a little while. Like, yeah, you have your instant gratification things. You have your things that, you know, take care of your depression for the short term, but it's never long lasting. So if medication's what it takes to do that, then sign me up. I'm willing to try, and like I even told my therapist that, because she asked me what I thought about antidepressants, and I was like, honestly, if you'd asked me this like a year ago, I'd have said no and refused. But now I'm like, you know, I'll give it a shot. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain from this, so I'll give it a shot, because I legitimately believe that it can help. Now, on to appointment number 2. Your girl has her first appointment for HRT on Tuesday, November the 3rd. And that is also election day. But, you know, that just makes it easier to remember. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, it's coming up a lot sooner than I thought it was going to. Like, they told me November. I thought it was going to be near the end of the month, but no, it's the fucking 3rd day of the month. I'm super excited, but I'm also really nervous. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Like, this is... the confirmation of this appointment, and it being so soon, it's really making this all... It's confirming that this is real. Like, the reality of the situation is setting in. And it's kind of breaking me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm holding in there, because I'm really excited. And I have a lot of friends who are super supportive right now. They're, like, cheering me on. Because a lot of them, they've gone through this very same process. They were at this point where I was too, when they were super nervous and excited about starting on HRT, and they got their first appointment scheduled. And also, if you guys are watching this video, hi, I love you. You guys are all wonderful, and you've made me feel so welcomed. If I didn't have the community of people around me that I do, I don't really know where I'd be right now. Because I would be going through this blind, not knowing what the hell to do, or knowing how things are gonna probably go. So you guys have all been a wonderful help to me, and you know who you are, and I love you all. So that was the good news. I guess the next thing I want to talk about is a bit of a mixed bag as far as news goes. We'll start with the good. Yeah, we'll start with the good just to kind of take a step down before the last thing. So I decided to step off of social media for the foreseeable future, which that's really only Twitter and Facebook. I hopped off Discord for a while, but then I was like, Discord's not really social media, that's just how I talk to people. Like, I'm not saying statuses and posts and shit like that, I literally just talk to people on here. And, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so the only time I talk to people IRL, for the most part, like voice to voice, is at work. So it's nice to have people to talk to besides just like texting or being at work. Not that I don't love my work friends. I love you guys. You guys are like family to me, but you know what I mean. So I've been off social media for like a week now, and it was kind of tough the first few days because I was super bored at work and wanted to just browse through Twitter or Facebook or both, God forbid. But it's been almost a week now, and to be honest, things have been pretty good. I don't really feel that much of an urge to get on either. Like, I'll have friends at work, they're like, oh man, did you see that post on Facebook? I was like, no, I didn't. And they're like, oh yeah, that's right, yeah. It's like, I don't really feel the urge to hop on either of those. Like, you know, I love you guys, and, you know, I love talking to you, so if you ever want to chit-chat or anything while I'm still not on social media, like, just hit me up on Discord. And if we're not on Discord, just send me a DM on Twitter, I guess, because, I check my emails pretty regularly, and when I get a DM on Twitter, it sends it to my email address, so I'll see it, and I'll be able to respond, and then we can add each other on Discord, and we can, you know, just shoot the shit, chit-chat, all that good stuff. So that was the positive thing that I quit. I guess the other one is also positive, because my mental health has taken a huge leap forward. But I dropped out of school this semester. I'm gonna let that one sink in for a second. Like, I'm not fully dropping out of school, I'm just dropping this semester, because with everything going on, I should not have taken classes this semester. I said that over summer, too, when I took summer classes. I don't think I'm gonna take classes in the spring, either. I know everything is just confuddled and a mess. We have a global pandemic going on. I'm going through the process of transitioning. Add that to my myriad of mental illnesses already, and it kind of leads itself to being a mess. So you can imagine, for many of you who are in my very same shoes, you can imagine my life mentally has been a living hell the last few months. Like, I've had a few really bad breakdowns in the last few months with everything going on. But, to be honest, after making a few changes and going forward, at least for now, I'm doing better. My head finally feels like it's at least somewhat in the right direction, but we'll see how things going forward can fix that. So this is my first upload on the channel here in a little while, and I haven't been streaming as much lately, despite the fact that I now no longer have school, so I have more free time. There are a few video series that I am, well, they're in concept right now. They're on a piece of paper written down as planned future series and content and stuff like that going forward. I plan to eventually get back to the NCAA 14 Bears series, which is one of the more popular ones here on the channel. Getting in some random Gears videos with friends. Got some Jurassic World Evolution videos I'm planning on making if I can ever muster up the fucking motivation to do those, because those are time consuming, but they turn out great if you do them right. And some other series, just, you know, this is a variety channel. You're gonna get a variety of things. And also, speaking of a variety of things, I am gonna start doing a vlog as I go through HRT, just to kind of chronicle how I'm doing through it, how I'm doing as I start on that journey, which the last two videos and this video are kind of, I would consider them the prequels to that series, because these are, you know, the before HRT, that'll be the after HRT, and so I'm not sure exactly what format those videos are going to be in just quite yet, or how often I'm even going to make them. Like, it's not going to be an everyday thing. Like, I might get some snippets, like, day to day, just kind of like how I'm feeling, if any changes are happening down the road, or, you know, things like that. I'm not really sure on that yet. Let me guys know what you would like to see, like what you think would be good, because I'm definitely, like, you know, I love you guys, and I'm always open to feedback from you guys, and, you know, Because what you want, I'm not going to make stuff that no one wants to watch, like, but at the same time, I do want to chronicle this because this is literally life-changing stuff. So just let me know what kind of format you guys think would be good for something like this, and I will absolutely take this all into consideration. But anyway, guys, I have rambled on unscripted long enough. I did have an outline which I actually stuck to, but it was unscripted, so maybe eventually videos will have a script, but you know, I feel sometimes talking from your heart is better than reading off of a sheet of paper, because you can typically tell when it's one or the other. But, you know, some people are just better actors than I am, because I'm not very good. As you can tell from my voice, I'm still working on that. Like, it'll get there. I'll get there, and we'll get there. We'll get there together, because I'm gonna need you guys on this. You guys are my support, my backbone. You guys mean everything to me, and I love every single one of you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Be sure to drink lots of water. Okay, it's good for you. I know it's getting kind of cold, but make sure to drink plenty of water, because when you try to stay warm, you're just burning off more of your water. But again, have a wonderful day, all you lovelies, and I will see all of you later.